Hello everyone and welcome to Passionate Perseverance Tarot. Thank you so much for joining in today. We're going to go ahead today and take a look at the energy surrounding Angie Stone. I've done previous readings. I think this is number 5 now. Go ahead and take a look at my other readings if you haven't already to kind of catch yourself up. Okay, I'm just going to jump in, and this one is going to primarily focus. I wanted to do another look at the energy because it's kind of been tough to look at the energy for me as a reader in regards to the woman that went on, I believe it was TikTok, and I think her name is simply, let me just see if I have it here, Simply Courtney. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it was Simply Courtney. She put a video up kind of saying what happened and her perspective of coming up on an accident that she thought had just happened, getting out, trying to render aid, not saying who the specific female she rendered aid to was, but she alludes to the fact rendering aid to a female, kind of tells her she has to sit down on the side of the road, and then a truck comes through, an 18-wheeler comes through. She doesn't see it, I don't think, but she just kind of gets knocked off of her feet. And it's a video kind of showcasing what happened to her. I think everyone has probably seen it. If you haven't, you can find it still, even though it was taken down. But my goal is to try to pinpoint her energy. In my other readings, I have gotten the energy showcasing that she was there, pulling up, and was trying to render aid, was trying to help. And I do feel as though she was knocked off her feet in some way, shape, or form. I don't feel as though it was the semi. I think the semi probably clipped the initial accident that the Sprinter van was in and then caused her to kind of get hit that way possibly, or just like knocked off of her feet that way because of the momentum. Yeah, look, I have the Chariot coming out for that. So that's where I'm at right now, but I want to know because her energy comes out as being there to help, but there's some element of untrustworthiness. And what I think I'm picking up on is her fear, because I think she's nervous now. I think she's overwhelmed. I think everything kind of happened all at once. And I think currently now she is nervous and apprehensive and feels like she's being attacked, for lack of a better way to put it, and is not knowing what to do next. I also did feel as though she possibly might be trying to find a way that would bring monetary money in for her to tell her story, but we'll take a look and see in the energy what comes out today. Okay. All right, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am in no way trying to state that this is fact, but look at, here's the wreck. Here's the wreck when I split the deck. So what we're seeing is a vehicle in the roadway. She's pulling up on this, okay? So I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I get images, messages from the images on the cards. So that's what I'm feeling pulled to. So confirmation, her and I believe her daughter was in the car with her, pull up on this wreck. Now, what is her intention? What is her intention when she gets out? What is she going over to do? Is she in a mindset of trying to help? Is she in a mindset of trying to help? Further clarity, showcase the energy, showcase the energy. She's trying to help. She's trying to go see if anyone needs help, if she can render aid, Now, I do feel as though it happened very quickly, and I'm going to go ahead and get confirmation on that. Showcase in the energy, please, what happened when you went over to this vehicle crash. What happened when you went over to this vehicle crash, please? Seeing that there's multiple people that need assistance. Because I'm seeing like weighed down or weighted down somehow, because I have like an anvil, or some might have been upside down. It feels, and I do believe it either rolled over or was upside down at the time. It feels like when she had gotten there, it might have been upside down. I feel pulled to that. So just trying to check and see if there's any way to help. Okay, so I am getting that. Checking to see, to help get people unstuck is what I'm feeling pulled to. Yes, confirmation of that, to help get people unstuck. Did you help a feminine? Did you help a feminine out of the van? Did you help a feminine out of the van? Were you being honest in that? I have the Magician coming out. Were you in the World? Let me get further clarity. Let's go to this deck here. As far as your energy, the day of this accident, were you being honest? Were you being honest when you said you helped a feminine out of the vehicle? King of Swords is coming out. That's showing a truth. So it's showing a truth, stepping up, taking charge, and it's coming out as a more masculine energy here is the King. And the Chariot. I feel like the vehicle was turned over. Again, don't quote me on that. Always do your own research, but it feels like it was upside down. And trying, yeah, I get confirmation again. It feels like it was upside down, and she's going and trying to help render aid. That is what I get. Okay. Now, what happened after Eight of Rods? So there's some sort of movement, motion coming in, and she didn't see it. So didn't see it. It feels like I didn't see it, and something came in. And let me just see, what did that cause? Three of Swords energy. Let me go to another deck and see. All right. Yeah, there it is again. Look at that. I didn't see it coming in, and I feel like it did knock her off her feet. So I feel as though she goes to render aid, right? I'm here rendering aid, trying to help. Didn't see it. And it's coming out here as this, like something coming through, knocking her off her feet. Okay. I wasn't strong enough going off of her feet. Okay, so I'm getting the similar energy there. And I'm seeing the High Priestess, which for me is showing me I'm on the right track. Okay. Let me just see now if there was any type of deception she was trying to bring forward by doing the video. Okay. Was there any deception? I think she wanted to showcase. Here's where I think the deception is coming in. Now, she's obviously on social media. I don't know how many followers she had, but I feel as though she saw this. Regardless, I don't know if she completely knew at the time who was involved, okay? But I think she sees this tower moment and then says, okay, I'm going to get a video up because it's going to help me get followers, right? Or it's going to help me get views, or it's going to help my channel. Let me just see. Was this an attempt to try to gain a following? What's this one? Yes. Communication. There it is again. Eight of Spears, but in a different way now. Communication, telling her side of the story, letting people know what had just happened. So that's what I feel pulled to as far as why she put the video up. Now let's try to see, why did you take the video down? Everybody was saying this. So I think it fell out of my hand. I think it was very overwhelming, and that she felt like, I can't handle this stress, I can't handle this pressure, this is too much, and just took the video down. And then has since deleted her account because she's feeling like everyone's pointing the finger at her, right? And listen, it's up to the authorities to definitely question her. If she's there, she should be questioned, and she should have an account of what happened. and it should align with what she's saying happened that day, right? So there is an element of her being accountable, but I also feel as though she's feeling attacked verbally and from the media, from the world, just from the like social network world, I guess is how I would say that. And let me just see what other deck I want to go to for further clarification. As far as, I want to just make sure, are you being honest and truthful in regards to saying you helped a feminine out of this van? Are you being honest? Oh, I'm messing up my whole deck here. Sorry about this. Okay. Are you being honest and truthful in helping a feminine out of... I definitely think the van was flipped upside down. I keep getting that image coming out right now. And trying to take action. Trying to take action to get out. And see here, I just feel like it was upside down. So I do feel as though... Oh. And I have the Four of Swords. Well, let me get clarity. One moment. Let's go to this deck. Okay. Were you successful? The Four of Swords is here again. The Four of Swords is here again. Were you successful in getting this feminine out of the van? Were you successful in getting this feminine out of the van? Yes, Three of Cups. That's a positive card. That's a yes. Okay. Okay. And were you being honest and truthful with your story, saying that you wanted her to sit down and then something came through and the next thing you realize is you're being knocked off your feet, essentially? Were you being honest in that representation? I get a yes. I get a yes. And there was nothing that she could do. Okay. So I feel like she was there to try to render aid, and she was with the Happy Squirrel card here. That's really showcasing that she was telling the truth. She was there trying to help, and it quickly turned into a situation that has escalated and gained huge media traction on all different networks, and that she is just feeling completely overwhelmed and burdened. And I'm not trying to advocate for her, all right? This is what she's feeling in regards to her energy and her anxiety level. So I do also feel as though she might be, with the Tower moment here, feeling as though I don't want to say the word responsible, but there's some accountability, you know, that you feel, yes, trying to help, but then also another accident occurs and it's just an additional hardship. But I don't get that was the intent. So I don't think there was ill intent in her mindset. No, I don't think so. She was going there to help. So I've had that come out with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. Look at this, is going to render aid. Look. So I've consistently gotten that. I do feel as though there's the possibility moving forward. Let's go ahead and see what might happen moving forward now. I don't know if she's going to come out and tell her story, if it will be through a network of some sort, because I do feel as though she was absolutely there, and the energy has showcased. Yeah, now is when I think that she's trying to decide who to tell her story to, and then also the possibility of probably getting paid for that, because I get all that glitters card and the fork in the road. So that's why I think I get pulled to some sort of, yeah, trying to make it work for her now. Okay. Let's just get one overall card for the energy, showcasing. Let me just see how her mindset is in this moment. Let me see what deck I feel pulled to. I want one that's going to... Well, let's go to this deck. I feel pulled to this deck. Okay. Overall guidance message for her energy in this moment. Getting pulled to this balance. And I'm being pulled to this chain and compromise. So let's see what comes out here. We have balance. Find the balance between giving and receiving. That makes sense. Chain. Loyalty is the chain that links you together. So I think she's internally struggling a little bit in the heart space with what to do next, right? And then we have compromise. Learn the art of compromise in relationships and even in the right thing to do here, and possibly what to do moving forward, and coming forward and sharing a truth is what I'm getting there. Okay. All right, everyone. I hope that this answered some of the questions that you were having. I'm sending love and light and healing energy, and I'm just hoping for clarity moving forward as soon as possible so that the family is able to really heal, as well as the collective, the community, her fans, and people that really cared and loved for her. Sending everyone love and light. Wait. I have to mention. Okay, I forgot. Okay, I gotta get a message. You can't forget to mention Angie's energy. So I do really feel strong. Like, she's just like, you're about to get off of this and not send a message from me. So, I will get a message. Okay. I'm going to get one of the angel messages from Angie. I always want to call her Miss. I know she's not a Miss, but I always want to say the Miss, and I don't know why, but I'm sure that she would be a Mrs. but I always want to say Miss Angie Stone. Call her by that. Let me see. She's been waking me up every morning at like 3 a.m. with blaring in my mind's eye the song Bird on a Wire. I know I played it in one of the previous readings. I don't know what it specifically would mean, if it resonates with anyone out there watching this in regards to her energy, or just now showcasing that she's, free. I'm getting the It's Up to You card here coming out. It's up to you, 10-10. But yeah, she's definitely strong in the energy, and she has really been coming forward with that song specifically for me. And it's just, I can't ignore it, and then I can't even go back to bed. So I know that there's something more that's going to be hopefully uncovered or coming forward. And I'm just continuing to send out love and light and put the message forward for her. But let's see here. We have 1010. It's up to you. This is a message that she's sharing with us, the collective. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force anything to fit, okay? Obviously, this is longer. Not everything is going to resonate. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. It's time to put those long-cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust the process. 1010. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading, and I'm sending you love and light.